Hey guys, welcome to today's class. What I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna find which value I need to substitute here. I need to plug into this and that I can make this equation true, guys. If you try, do you remember the first example that I tried to do it mentally? It took me a lot of time, right? Because it is not that easy. But we have different methods, different techniques, different ways to solve this out, okay? I'm gonna start off, guys, trying to use a quadratic formula. Can someone help me? What do I have to do, guys, in order, before using the formula per se? What is the first step that I have to, or the first thing that I have to do?
All terms in one side.
Okay, thank you. I need to move all my terms along to one side. Okay, in this case, I'm gonna move it all of them to the right, left side. Okay, x squared. If I put a negative, if I add positive 4 in either side of my equation, this is what I'm gonna get. And positive 4,
Positive 1.
thank you, equals what? Equals nothing, which is
0.
0. Thank you very much. Okay, guys, I know that you know how to factor this out, how to solve this by factoring, but I just want to make you understand why we have to, be aware of the quadratic formula. Because if we try to, let's try to do it. Let's forget about the formula, the quadratic formula. Okay, can someone help me to factor this out? How can I factor this out? Okay, I'm going to try to solve it by factoring. Okay, we can X method, right? Okay, do not copy this, guys, because we are using the quadratic formula. I know that, but I just want to make you understand why we should learn and we should know when and how and why use the quadratic formula. Okay, I'm going to try to factor this out, okay, this quadratic trinomial. Okay, I'm going to use a big X method, A times C and B. What is A times C equals to, guys?
1.
1 times 1 is going to be 1. We just take the coefficients, right? It's 1. What is B, guys? It's the linear term, which is 4, right? This is 4. Can someone tell me two numbers that I can multiply then all together and get 1? It's a prime number, and this is a special number, which I can only factor out by using 1 and 1, right? Okay, 1 and 1. Okay, perfect. Now, this is the million-dollar question, guys. How can I get 4 by adding or subtracting or combining the two operations?
No.
Is it possible?
We can.
That is not possible, guys. I can say 1 plus 1 is 2. No. Negative 1 and negative 1 is negative 2. 1 and negative 1 is 0, guys. This is not possible. Okay, I will never get 4. And how do we call this kind of trinomial, guys? When we cannot factor it at all.
Prime.
Okay, it's a prime trinomial. I cannot factor it, mister, but that is my answer. Prime equals 0. No, guys. Okay, that's why, guys, this is the idea where the quadratic formulas come from. We have to look for another method, another way to factor this out. Okay, with the quadratic formula, guys, we can factor any quadratic equation, even though if we cannot factor it. Okay, or when we're gonna introduce you to that complex number, that is gonna be a new idea. Okay, can someone tell me the quadratic formula? Okay, how can I use it? X is equals to what? And I'm still waiting for
Negative B.
negative B, okay.
Plus minus.
Plus minus.
And the square root of B squared.
B squared.
Minus 4AB.
AC.
AC, sorry.
Thank you, no problem, no problem. Over
2 times A.
2 times A. Thank you. Okay, this is the famous quadratic formula. And what is this about, guys? Okay, and when we have a formula, you already know what we have to do is we're gonna take all of my data and I'm going to substitute into this. Okay, before doing that, guys, I'm gonna try to label and identify my information. Okay, I'm gonna say this is A. Do you remember the quadratic term? This coefficient is B, and the constant term is going to be C. Okay, that is easy, guys. Okay, with this information on our hands, guys, we're able to substitute that. Okay, what I'm gonna do, guys, when substituting, we need to put parentheses, okay, in order to avoid mistakes. So I'm gonna put parentheses in all of these variables. Okay, I'm gonna put parentheses, minus 4, parentheses, parentheses, all over 2A, which I'm gonna represent it as a parenthesis. Okay, I'm gonna give you some time to do that. All right, now it's time, guys, to substitute the information that I already know. B, can someone help me? What is the value for B, guys?
4x.
4. Okay, we only take the coefficients, which is x. Sorry, which is 4. Okay, we don't take the x. And we copy B again. Okay, we have a partner here, BB. And this 4 is out of the formula. This A. Okay, what is the value for A? What is this coefficient, guys?
1.
Coefficient is 1. Thank you. And what C? The constant term?
1.
1, 2. What about the denominator? A, 2A. Again, A.
1.
1. Thank you. Okay, thank you, guys. Thank you for helping me. Now it's time to continue. Okay, let's try to simplify this again. Okay, I don't need this parenthesis. I'm going to get rid of this by following the rule. This is going to turn into -4 plus. Okay, let's work inside of the radical symbol. What is this equals to? 4 squared. It is not 8.
16.
Right, 4 times 4, which is 16. Minus, okay, let's multiply this. 4 times 1 times 1. 4 times 1, we got 4.
It's 4. 4.
Times 1 again, we're going to get 4. Okay, all over 2 times 1, my denominator is going to be 2. Okay, this is what we got, guys. It's a little bit simpler, but we need to simplify it again. Okay, let's try to simplify. -4, I just copy it, plus, minus. This, guys, what is this? Equals 2. It's
12.
It's square root of 12. Okay, all over 2. Okay, if you remember, in the last example that I explained, guys, we used to go to a perfect square here, right? Like 81, 121, 25. And this is a little bit different. Okay, we can use decimal, guys, but I don't like that because our answers are going to differ. I mean, if we don't round off the numbers properly or differently, we're gonna get kind of different answer. What we're gonna try to do is, guys, we're gonna use the radicals properties that we know. Do you know any number, guys, that you multiply twice and you get 12? Is it that possible? Okay, since that we don't have a perfect square here, this is square root of 12, and I'm gonna work separately. Okay, I'm gonna take it here. Okay, square root of 12, and let's see what can I do with it. Okay, square root of 12. Guys, I don't know any number, but I know that I can use a Oscar. I remember that you like this. Can you help me? What can I do with it?
Divide.
We can use the prime factorization, right? Okay, we want to use the prime numbers in order to factor this 12 out. Okay, let's start off with the number 2. Okay, let's try to factor using 2. What is the half of 12, guys?
8. 6. 6.
We can use half again. What is the half of 6?
3.
It's gonna be
3.
What is the third part of 3?
1.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, now I'm gonna group according to my index. Okay, this index is invisible, but we know it is 2, right? Okay, I need to make group of 2. 2 times 2, guys. 2 squared. Okay, let's represent this again. Okay, and instead of having a 12, I'm going, oh my gosh, what did I do? Okay, I'm going to have 2 squared times 3. Okay, let's put it 2 squared times 3. Okay, I'm doing it step by step, guys, right? Okay, we can properly, we have the same index and the same exponent. We can take that out. Okay, and what do we get? 2.
12.
2 square root of 3. Elisa, the 2 is going to be out of the radical because of the, and the 3 is going to remain inside of it. Okay, 2 square root of 3. I repeat, square root of 12, guys, is equals to this. Okay, I'm gonna take this value, guys. I know. Okay, it's 2 square root of 3. Remind me that, please. Okay, let us copy that. X is equals to -4 plus minus. What is this equals to, guys? Square root of 12. 2 square root of 3.
3.
All over
2.
all over 2. Okay, that's it, guys. Okay, now take a look that I just simplified my radical expression the most that I could. Okay, what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna break this down into the 2 solutions, right? You remember we're gonna have 2 solutions according to the degree of the quadratic equation in this case, of course. Okay, and let us copy this. Okay, -4, 2 square root of 3, all over 2. which sign I'm gonna put in this, guys?
Positive.
I'm gonna the first, the positive, and what is gonna happen with solution 2? The same, guys. Nothing is gonna change, but the sign. Okay, just the sign. Okay, this is the positive, and we include the negative. The two solutions of that. Okay, let's focus up in the solution 1. Okay, let's try to simplify this, guys, and take a look what is gonna happen. Okay, these two, guys, according to the property of the fractions, we know that this 2 is dividing not only this expression, but also this one. Okay, we're gonna separate that and let's see if we can simplify that. This answer, guys, is not likable, not for me. Okay, -4 plus 2 is square root of 3. Okay, I'm going to separate this denominator to my first expression. Okay, these two, guys, to my first expression and to the second expression. Guys, can you simplify this out? Can you? -4 divided by 2. You can see this as a different expressions. -4 divided by 2, guys.
It's -2.
-2. Very much. Thank you. And what about the other one? Plus this, guys. 2 times the square root of 3 divided by 2. Okay, 2, guys, divided by 2 is going to be equals to 1. We have the same quantity, right? It's going to be equals to 1. And we only copy the square root of 3. Guys, this one is unnecessary here. Okay, we can leave it like this. And this is going to be my first answer. Okay, 2 minus 2 plus square root of 3. You can use the decimal form again, but we're not going to do it like that. In this case, guys, I just want to remind you the idea of the radical properties. Okay, we have to keep that in mind. Okay, any questions so far? Okay, let's go to the solution 2. It's going to be pretty similar. The only difference is going to be the sign. Okay, it's solution 2, guys. It's going to be what? Okay, let us copy what we got. Okay, -4 minus 2 square root of 3 all over 2, right? But I'm going to separate these two, guys, into each of my expression. Okay, this and this. Okay, this is up to you. Do it and tell me what the answer is. Let's see, -4 over 2, guys. That's going to be -2, right? Minus the sign. 2 divided by 2, guys. We used to say cancel, but I don't like that idea. We instead, guys, 2 divided by 2 is equals to 1. It is not like we cancel. It's just the proper, okay? Over, okay, square root of 3. And this is going to be my solution. Okay, guys. If you want to, okay, we're not going to check these, guys, because we have radicals, okay? But when you're not sure about your answer, you're substitute this x, both of them, guys, one by one, into the original expression, and you have to get something that is equals to the other part, right? So that's the way we can check these solutions out. Okay, take a look, guys. I just wanted to point it out, the importance of the quadratic formula. I know it's a little bit tedious and we have a lot of things to do, but many years ago, guys, mathematicians were not capable of solving this. They used to say that there was no solution for this, but nowadays, at 2020, we know that there is two solutions for this quadratic equation. How? By using the quadratic formula. Okay, let's see. We got this quadratic equation again. I need to find which value, guys, x, I need to substitute here. And here, that I can make these things equals. Okay, that is a little bit hard. Okay, what I'm gonna do instead, guys, I'm gonna get this quadratic equation in the standard form. Okay, and after that, I'm gonna use the quadratic formula. Okay, first of all, guys, I'm gonna copy this, what I got here in this side. Okay, plus 3 equals, okay, these, guys, this expression is pissing me off. Okay, I need this to be on this side. Okay, if I have positive x squared, right, in either side of my equation, okay, this was positive. Okay, even though we didn't have it, this positive is, it's actually positive. And I got nothing on the right side, which is
0.
0. Thank you, Christopher. Thank you very much. Okay, this is what we got, guys. I'm gonna write this positive. Okay, we don't need it. Okay, now, guys, take a look. This is another special, you know, equation that if you try to factor it by using, you know, the ordinary method, you're not gonna factor it out because 3 is a prime number. That means you can only factor it as 1 in itself. 3 times 1. 3 times 1, you will never get 6x, guys. That's not possible. Okay, but quadratic formula, guys, is going to help us. Okay, I'm not going to rewrite the quadratic formula because you already know it. Okay, we're going just to substitute. Okay, plus minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, okay, all over 2a. Okay, I didn't label, guys, my information. Okay, I'm going to do that. Okay, this is a quadratic term. Linear term is b, and constant term is c. Okay, this is, help me out. Okay, I'm going to substitute this information. I'm going to choose a different color, guys. This looks a little bit boring. Okay, what if I took, let me see. Okay, I'm going to take this one. Okay, what is the value for b, guys? BP here.
6.
Okay, 6, 6, right? Okay, when I substitute 6, 6. And here is AC. A, which is
1,
and C.
3.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. So helpful. And what about the denominator? 2 times
1.
2 times 1. Great. Okay, let's zoom out here. Okay, now guys, let's try to simplify all of that. Okay, we're gonna get negative 6, right? In the numerator, negative 6 plus minus, okay, square root of what? Okay, let's simplify this. 6 is,
36.
okay, 36, thank you. Minus this expression, okay, 4 times 1 times 3.
12.
12, thank you, okay? Thank you, 12. Okay, we all over 2 times 1, guys.
2.
Piece of cake, right? Is equals to 2. Something that's straightforward to compute mentally. Now, let's try to continue, guys. I need to simplify this radically. Okay, what I try to do, guys, is to simplify that. 6 plus minus this, guys. What is 36 minus 12 equals to?
24.
24. Okay, 24. Okay, this
24.
24. Okay, 24. All over 2.
2.
Again, guys, can you find any number that you multiply it together by itself and you can get 24?
No, mister.
No, right? Okay, we need to find how to simplify that. Okay, 24, guys, let's factor it out, which is 24. The half is 12. The half of 12 is 6. The half of 6, guys, is 3. And the third part of 3 shortly is 1.
1.
Okay, did you copy this, guys? I'm going to move on a little bit here. Okay, now we're gonna make group of 2, guys. 2 is equivalent to half 2 squared. Okay, these are, guys, forever alone, like you and me. We never find a partner. Okay, we are going to multiply them. 2 times 3, guys, it's gonna be 6. Okay, 24, guys, can be rewritten as 2 squared times 6. Okay, can we simplify something, guys, using the radicals properties? 2 squared and a square root of that. Okay, we have the same index and the same exponent. We're gonna cancel that out. Okay, 2 square root of 6. Okay, guys, a square root of 24 is exactly 2 square root of 6 in the simplified form. I'm gonna take this value. Okay, I'm gonna take this value here. Okay, let's rewrite that. X is equals to negative 6 plus minus what? It's square root of 24. But we just figured it out, guys. This is square root of 24 is 2 square root of 6. Okay, just that. All over the same denominator, which is 2. Okay, guys. We have come to the place that we have to break this down. Okay, we're gonna work with the 2 solutions, guys, since that we have already simplified the most we could. Okay, we're gonna work with solution 1 and the second solution. Okay, that solution 1, guys, I'm gonna copy exactly what I got. Okay, plus, I'm gonna take the positive, okay, positive 2 square root of 6 all over, guys, all over. Instead of copying, guys, I'm gonna be a little bit lazy. I'm gonna skip that step because we know the property, guys. This 2 is divided in not only -6, but also this expression, okay? We're gonna separate that once. I don't wanna copy that again, but we know the problem, okay? And on the other side, the same, guys. -6, we have already taken the positive. We shall take the negative.
Negative.
-2 square root of 6 all over what?
2.
All over 2, okay? I just broke this down. Okay, that's it, guys, okay? Simplify that and just tell me the answer. Okay, let's do that.
Is -3 plus the square root of 6.
Oh,
The
and
other is the same, mister.
okay, and what's the difference?
Only the
The
sign that is
sign.
negative.
Only the sign. One is positive, the other is negative. Thank you very much. Okay, let's simplify that out. Okay. Okay, x1, solution 1, guys. We simplify this. 6 over 2, guys, which is -3 plus 2 divided by 2. That is equals to 1. I don't need to put a 1, okay, just this. Okay, this is my solution. Okay, let's go to the other solution, guys. Solution 2, okay. Let's simplify this out. -6 over 2 is going to be the same -3. And in this case, it's minus 2 over 2, guys, is 1 square root of 6. Okay, this is going to be my solution 2. Okay, guys? Happy face. Okay, the last example, guys. Let's try to find this value, guys, that is going to make all of this 3 times that value squared time plus 2 times that value minus 3 is 0. It's hard to do it mentally. Okay, what I'm going to try to do, guys, I want to use a quadratic formula to find that out. Okay, this is my value for A, this is my linear term B, and my constant term, which is C. Okay, the formula, guys, I'm not going to copy it. I'm a little bit lazy today. I'm just going to substitute. You already know that. Okay, B squared minus 4. Okay, I'm going to need a space here. AC. Okay, all over 2A. Can someone help me, guys? What is BB? Okay, I know that we have the partners. Okay, that is BB.
2 and 3. No, only 2, sorry.
Okay, no problem, no problem. 2, 2. And what about the AC? Okay, I need AC.
3.
Which is
-3 and 3.
-3, right? Okay, we have to include sign, guys. Okay, when it is positive, well, it is not necessary, but when we have negative, we have to. 2 times A, okay, which is 3. Okay, guys, it's time to simplify this out. Okay, well, this is going to be repeated. Okay, we're going to repeat the same steps. Okay, what I'm gonna get here, guys, without the parentheses, that is just -2 minus, right? And now the radical. Okay, let's work inside of my radical expression. 2 squared, 2 times 2, which is 4, minus, okay, 4, okay, stop it, okay, I know. 4 times 3, guys, 4 times 3 is 12 times 3. 12 times 3 is
36.
36, right? But we have a double negative, okay? We have negative and negative.
Positive.
Okay.
Positive.
It's going to be the opposite of the sign, which is positive. It's positive. All over 2 times 3, my denominator. It's going to be 6, right? Okay, 6. Now let's simplify this again. X equals to -2 plus minus, guys. The square root of this. 36 plus 4.
40.
40, thank you, 40. All over
2. 6.
all over. You already, thinking about the last example, right? Which was,
yes.
Most of the time we used to get 2, but in this case it's 6. Okay, guys, the same idea. This radical is not helping me out, okay? So I need to get rid of it, okay? How? I'm gonna simplify that out, okay? I'm gonna work with this. Okay, and how can I break, since that this is not a perfect square, so okay, I'm gonna use the prime factorization, and let's factor this out. Half of 40, 20, the half of 20,
10, 10,
the half of 10,
5,
the half of 5, 2.5, no, okay, we need to use the fifth part.
5.
The fifth part of 5 is 1. Okay, we need to make group of 2, right? Okay, I can make these 2 a square, and these guys, again, like you and me, okay, we multiply, okay, all we're trying to help each other out, okay, 2 times 10, 2 times 5 is 10. Okay, guys, a square root of 40, guys, I can rewrite it as 2 squared, okay, 2 squared, 2 squared times 10. What I'm gonna cancel, guys, this, according to my property, this is gonna be canceled, right? Just the 2, not the radical per se. Okay, 2 square root of 10. Okay, that is, guys, what I got. A square root of 40 is equivalent to 2 square root of 10. Okay, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put it here. Okay, I'm going to recopy that. Okay, x is equals to -2 plus minus, okay, let me see if I can make it out. Okay, -2, okay, plus minus, okay, I did it. Okay, plus minus 2 square root of 10 all over 6. Okay, guys, we have got to almost the final step. Oh, we have less than a minute. My gosh, the time is flying. Okay, guys, this is going to be for you.